Clear as mud there. Minister, we don't have an answer. Are you going to deliver the sick days that are promised to workers, which you yourself say are not just an issue about workers' rights, but are also about public health? This is about forcing mostly low-paid workers to go to work when they're sick. Are you going to deliver on that, or are you going to pause it in the interests of those business lobbyists who are calling for it? I would point out that during the debate on the bill, I pointed this out. I pointed out that a wide-open loophole had been stitched into the bill precisely to allow the government, under pressure from business lobbyists, to not proceed with this. At the time we were told, no need for your amendment, we're going to go ahead with this, workers will get their sick day, and now you're not giving a clear answer today as to whether the sick pay days will be increased in line with what was promised. Even the promised increases to 10 days would still leave us behind many other European countries. We should not believe the stories of big businesses putting on a poor mouth when profits are actually going up. They're just looking for an excuse not to give more rights to workers in terms of sick pay.
In relation to sick pay, we are very committed as a government to improve the rights of employees. We are very clear that we're in the month of April. Section 6 of the Act sets out clearly that the decision has to be made in Q4 and a ministerial direction has to be given on the 1st of January next year. I make all my policy decisions based on evidence, and I will look through the year to see how the economy is progressing and how the reforms that have been made continues to be progressed. And I am proud as a government that introduced parental leave, that introduced sick pay, that increased the minimum wage by 46% from 2015, that put forward second stage bill last night on auto-enrolment to protect the future of workers and to protect the most low paid in our economy. And we are on a strong trajectory now. We have brought in sick pay up to 5 days. We will consult with all groups, and that's what my department is about. We protect employees, we protect businesses, we protect consumers, and we have to work to ensure that all in the economy keep going on a sustainable footing. And I will do that, but no one is going to force me into a decision in the month of April when I have, through the Act, Section 6, to make it in Q4. I will monitor the economy, and my determinations will be based on evidence.
Dr. Murphy.
It's pretty scandalous whenever the Fine Gael Ardèche was used to fly a kite in the interest of the employers to say we're considering delaying sick pay. That's what happened at the Fine Gael Ardèche. That's what was reported. And now you, in the Dáil, as the minister responsible, refuse to clarify, refuse to give some reassurance to workers whether the sick pay days are going to increase or not. That is pretty scandalous. Workers have a right to know. You can't just fly a kite in the interests of saying to the employers, don't worry, we're going back to basics, blue shirt traditionals of supporting big business against workers, and then refuse to clarify for workers whether they're going to be able to get the sick pay that they're entitled to. Let's look at the agenda of these people. I mean, Neil MacDonald, the chief executive of ISME, said that 5 days sick pay is perfectly adequate. Perfectly adequate for who? Not for a seriously ill worker, not even for an average worker. If you get COVID, you're required by the HSE to self-isolate for a minimum of 5 days. All your annual sick leave gone in one go, and therefore the next time forced to go to work even though you're sick. Workers need reassurance. You should be able to answer the question clearly today. We intend to go ahead with sick leave increases. However, it appears that you're not willing to do that.
Well, personally, I won't take any lectures from the opposition about protecting workers. I am proud to have been a member of a government that put 12 billion into the economy through the pandemic unemployment payment to ensure that people had certainty of income right through very difficult times in our economy, and that the economy was in good shape, that it could deliver on those commitments and to protect those workers and to ensure that business could take off like a rocket, to employ people post the pandemic. And that's what sustainable finances are. On 2 occasions I've been asked this morning to preempt decisions in Q1 of this year. I'm not prepared to do that. What I am saying is it's clearly set out in the legislation, the trajectory for sick pay. It is on statute. However, Section 6 of the Act gives us an opportunity to review how the economy is doing. And when that's in legislation, I am absolutely obliged to do that. And I will work with employers. And as I said, for lower paid workers, judge us on our evidence. Look at the minimum wage increased by 46%. Look, we have brought in sick pay. Look at auto-enrolment, which many in this House voted against the futures pension rights of workers in this economy to protect them last night. We are in a government that are protecting workers, and we have shown and done that, and a remote working as well, which has changed the public service in terms of productivity and certainty and how it can operate. So I won't be taking lectures from the opposition in relation to protecting employees' rights in this economy.